game one, and then game two was a bit of a closer affair, but Alliance, at the end of it all, they had a solid draft to sort of take those late game fights in a way that Team Bold couldn't quite match themselves, and they get themselves that game two Alliance. So we're here in the third game, Fogged. We're going to see some reactions here in the early bans already. Lina and then the Void taken out by Team Bold in this first phase. Of course, last draft Alliance, they first picked that Nico Baby Void. Can't happen this time round. Alliance, they'll stick to the bans that they had coming into game two. The Pango and the Marcy, it's not going to be falling into the hands of Pablo and Zip Zapper.
I'm cool with this. I think the Void was, I mean, definitely just a big problem because they always felt like you always feel like you have to rush things. You're always scared about going to late game. Always scared about Chrono. I'm always honestly, this hero just seems so crazy at the moment. They'll still get their Undying, and maybe versus a different hero, he can actually have a better time in off. He still did very well in offlane, but he wasn't able to like shut down and bully out the core because it's this Void plus Chen.
Sure.
Where he
so
can
you want to see it,
bash, etc. and stuff like that.
But you do want to see him in the offlane again.
I'm okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's just if Zip Zapper likes to play it as an offlaner, if that's the kind of way that the style they like to run it as, I'm okay with it still.
I mean, I can imagine Zip Zapper probably saying, you know, give me the Undying again, but make sure I'm not laning against the Void.
Yeah. Okay, so Alliance this time around not going to go for the Chen. The Enchantress is available.
Okay.
Get up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because not a lot of teams would prioritize Enchantress over Chen, would they? Or are there some that just do?
5 seconds
Not
remaining.
many at the moment that come off the top of my head. I think most teams are actually playing Chen, which is one of the rarer things. Even when Chen is like popular, you don't see all teams playing it. But...
No, not at all. That is true. Well, they'll get the Tusk here.
Okay.
So we're almost certainly looking at the duo lane there, would you imagine?
Yeah, I mean now it's maybe is going to be the 5 and 9. It's still it's flexible. Likely to be the.
10 seconds.
Let's see which way they want to fire the bans this time. Alliance last time round, it was what the Lesh and the Witch Doctor.
I mean they banned the whole draft, right? So I think
it'll be the Lesh again.
I think you do it again. Maybe not though. Which I don't know though. So scary playing versus Bangun's Witch. It's like his literally best.
I think I'd be tempted, you know, to take it away from him. I mean, not to say that he didn't have a pretty good impact on the CM last game. You know, that was looking pretty good as well.
Specialist though. But you know what's going probably ends up happening? It's like, are we really banning? Are we really discussing banning Witch Doctor? Like
10 seconds left by my count.
Banging. The best in the game on it.
5 seconds remaining.
And look at the best on it. Love the Death Ward. I want it. I don't know how to get it. Nope, they ban it.
Yeah, he's going to get respected again. Yeah. So same opening bans. I mean, why change? You know, their last draft, this is what they opened with on the bans. They got themselves the win.
Sure.
Keep it similar in that regard.
10 seconds.
Last one.
5 seconds
I think our last time they banned consistently the Bat Rider, Enigma, and I think the Invoker. I think was the Invoker was the other.
Question is, are we going to see SF shows face this game?
No, I don't think so. I think both teams are going to stay away from it. It actually just felt like a liability in both. Morphling ban. Okay, that's the other one that we have seen, of course, versus the Undying. People have been turn into him.
10 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick. Dire's
they will go back to okay, still banning out the villager. I think it was Snap. They liked it. Works well, of course. I don't think he actually ever even killed a tombstone, but it did its job anyway. Like, it did very good with the cook run point.
10 seconds.
Bold now. Whose hero do they want to reveal? Do they want to get that sort of support to sort of show that, you know, confirm indeed that there's a positioning of the Undying, or grab Gorg's hero early?
How much do you want to prioritize? They don't vary too much. Team Bold, they'll stick with their guns. Pretty much just what does each player want to play on that. could still see Rubik. I did feel like it was a possibility even in like one of the other games too, but they're gonna go Hoodwink. All right, so I mean, right? It's actually set in stone when lanes are.
I think so, right?
Probably, I guess.
Because it.
Pablo
Well,
Hood.
Pablo Hoodwink, right?
Pablo Hoodwink. Undying offlane. Tusk 5, I guess.
Yes, Tusk 5, right?
Or are they gonna do some weird? I mean, Weeha's on the line side. Otherwise, I'd think this could be Hoodwink mid. But
Excalibur has played Hoodwink mid.
he has, right? Yeah. Really?
I think so, right? Excalibur.
I can't remember when I've seen him play it, but maybe.
Checking now on the old.
Dota Pro Tracker doesn't have 1 in 8 days.
Check on the old Dota buff.
Get it going. Okay, well, what this provides at least.
No,
Hoodwink-
okay, no, he doesn't.
He doesn't,
It's
right?
not. No, he doesn't. Okay.
So Hoodwink Tusk at least will provide this big burst that I think that maybe they're looking for DP.
Yeah.
Gives them some more reliable catch as well that they were lacking between. And I guess, yeah, sure, a little break for some.
Radiant's turn to pick.
I'll get the Visage for Excalibur.
Okay, yeah, that's the Excalibur. As soon as he hits 6, it can be very difficult for a Death Prophet even to land. It's gotten better, of course, with the new stuff. This is just one of...
10 seconds.
Grab for Limitless this game. Go the Tide again.
5 seconds remaining.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah, ended up working alright
But
again. I mean, a bit of
you're-
an awkward start, but closed up
You are-
nicely.
You are into a natural break.
That's true. Yeah, actually, picking it into the hook
So-
may be a bit unappealing. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Not the craziest about
But
it.
then, what kind of offlaner
Could
doesn't
still-
care for that?
Still, you could still do something like the Mars. It's literally no one's touching it anymore, but the Snap Mars combo is always still very nice. It's nowhere near DK. I just don't want to see DK.
Yeah, I think if they're going to play DK there, they would have done it with the first pick.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay. I mean, you see Visage and Undying. So it can be an indicator of a good PL game, but I've not seen PL too often. And last time, Owen, if
What
you
happened?
remember, Weeha played, not Weeha, sorry, Nico Baby played, he went Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken. You remember that game?
I might have erased it from my mind.
I
What
think
happened?
you- I think
What happened? What was it? It was just a rough game.
My God, actually, maybe I'm like thinking it was somebody else. I remember a Vanguard
Was it-
PL game in my recent memory. And
Okay.
it,
I think it might have been Nico, baby. It does kind of ring a bit of a bell.
I think I found it.
You found it?
I
Yeah.
found it. Game Gladiators. PL versus like Storm and Seek.
Ban the Pudge, of course.
Yeah, that's...
Would have been pretty nice at clearing the PL and his illusions.
Yeah, we've seen that counter pick a couple times. I think Ame played that one versus... Oh my God, my memory's lacking, but I remember a big match where Ame was playing the Pudge and he like the PL could never play the game.
I mean, what's Gorg going to want to play against PL? What do you think he's looking at as sort of a great counter?
Here's
Good
the
matchup.
Radiant ban.
The Limitless Tide does get banned.
Interesting, even though they have... I don't know, I guess just not wanting to really do all those big ults. There's... Yeah.
Seconds.
Thinking of Gork heroes, and honestly, I'm
I
just
mean-
thinking of... It's just Jog with a Mjolnir, but... That's literally what I'm thinking
If
of,
he
but-
plays them, yeah, Alchemist would have been one of them.
Alch's not bad.
And you know, we've seen sometimes. What about Clinks? Clinks against the PL can be pretty nice. I think Gorg can play Clinks.
I think he could just DK again. If he wants it.
What does Gorg want?
5 seconds remaining.
Like, CK's
Dude,
not bad.
I think Clinks is good here. I don't know if he's been playing it in this patch.
Like, it's definitely, of course, very different than it used to be. Lynx can definitely have a matchup once you get your glide clear and stuff.
Yeah. But
I'm thinking more just like these, I don't know, CKs and Karissa. He's gonna go Battle Fury potentially, maybe, I guess.
certainly could. Certainly could. There we go. That's
Okay. Does work well with their draft too. Now they have like insane Roche threat constantly. Even without a kill, they can just walk into Roche.
On the plus for Alliance, they do get to pick Limitless as hero, the knowledge that there's an Ursa against. Right, so you're not going to pick this hero that's going to get destroyed in lane.
Which offlaners are those though? Most offlaners tend to.
I mean, getting the Mars doesn't feel bad, right? You know, you're able to push him away if he's getting on top of you.
Be okay. Beastmaster is banned. Okay, I was gonna say Beast looks like the best option for them. It's like Vano, but no one every time everybody picks Vano lately versus Ursa, they just get crushed. But it's literally always been one of the better ones. But their draft needs initiation. So, looking at initiators part here. Well, which ones really are there? You're probably gonna have to pick a melee into.
Wouldn't mind a Magnus, but plays it.
Definitely worried because they have no way to start fights right now on the side of Alliance. Team Bald has a lot of different ways to start the action.
Hard about this. They'll go with the Mars.
Okay.
They'll go with the Mars.
I didn't really see anything else from earlier.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they'd actually still can like comfortably go for it.
I mean, it does as you said, so you know it does what you need.
It works well with Snap, DP as well. You keep them inside, and they don't really have reliable lockdown, so having a Mars ult to be that reliable lockdown can work. And now, of course, we're seeing the heroes that are being picked up. Zip Zapper is the Tusk. Undying's going to be the 5, and Pablo Hoodwink.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do you like that sort of change up than having the core Tusk this game instead of the core Undying?
Yeah, I prefer it because now you have your matchup and you're versus 2 strength heroes potentially, or probably Snapfire and Mars versus Undying. That can just be. You could actually double zone the both of them if they're not careful.
But overall, maybe a bit of a concern with how well Team Bald's going to deal with the illusions if the PL does get strong.
If the PL is able to get strong, yeah, could definitely see them have issues. But Bald, they do have a good lineup at just constantly securing these Roshans and maybe just defending and being setting up for Gork to get this Battle Fury to constantly just set back and farm because the 4 heroes they have in front of the Ursa can play incredibly aggressive.
Yes. A lot of plays to be made here. With the lineup of Team Bald, and as I said, everything to play for in this game 3. This is no funny business now. If you mess up here, this is your last game. That's it. That's it for your qualifier run. Neither team wants to see that be the case for themselves here.
Yeah.
So we're going to get some top stuff.
We're going to see, especially, I think Weeha's going to come out on fire. Like, he's already been doing really well in the lanes every single game. This is a game where I could see if they have some trouble off of the start of the game, they could just not be able to kill this Death Prophet. They might just lag burst. Versus struggles, Excalibur 2. I could see Weeha potentially just tanking through everything in there. And Nico Baby runs rampant. We'll see how it all goes. I think it's going to be really, really important this early game. We'll see how Excalibur is able to do in mid lane. And we'll see how much they can get for Gork, how big of an advantage he's able.
Yeah, and see what sort of route he does want to go. If indeed he does want to do the Battle Fury build, as you say, to be able to scale against the PL and the illusions, or if we're going to see him try and play a little bit faster and just sort of build for the kills and heroes and
Sleep tight, little
try and get an early lead against Alliance. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the game's starting off, so we'll get you jumped into the action. Game 3 in Alliance and Team Bald Reborn.
And we got a PL. Look at this. I mean, we got so many change-ups in just this series. We've got a Core Undying, we've got 2 Shadow Fiends, and now we have a PL. And a Core Tusk. So, cool stuff. Looking this time around. No Grand... Oh, how many Grandmasters do we have? 1 Grandmaster.
1 Grandmaster, this time on Alliance.
3 Masters. Total in the game.
And sort of overall, so what is the reason why we don't see PL?
He's gotten... I mean, his illusions have gotten heavily nerfed, like, time and time again. I feel like heroes have gotten better and better overall against PL. We've gotten, like, now Pudge exists as a carry. It's like the hard counter.
And how's the lane going to be for him?
It's a Tusk Hoodwink. He's got Enchantress. It could be a bit hard. That is the other thing too. PL's lane can sometimes be a bit difficult. Enchantress can sometimes offset everything. We'll just have to see what creeps Ducalis can get. And let's see how top goes. Because, as we mentioned, double strength into an Undying. Bengen might just rip them apart. This.
Gonna push them back with a God's Rebuke, but still taking a fair bit of damage there. Still, Alliance, that are missing position up on the higher ground, so we'll manage to secure the 2-for-2 bounties.
And you won't mess with Gork while Gork's on his way back. Slow him down. Does force a decay onto him too, so Bengen will have one less decay onto Limitless. Limitless is actually going to get to make it to the wave too. A lot of the times what I've seen as these strength offlaners, there's Undying. The Undying just stands at the lane,
just gets zoned
and you
completely.
can't walk in through him. Yeah. It's already important that he's able to reach the wave here at the start.
And I imagine from sort of pretty much every lane that we've seen so far from WEU, you expect WEU to get the lead in this 1v1 against Excalibur on the Visage?
Yeah, he has the advantage this time as well too, so he should have a really good game. Good spell, good chance for Alliance in this game. You might just be able to tank through everything.
Bold. Go with some creep movements on this top lane.
Yeah, Alliance just they're not trying to play that lane versus the Undying, but Bengen's trying to meet the wave, of course. I mean, the wave might be met in a very awkward position. Oh my god, the Ancients! They just clapped it. I'm sorry I distracted you guys, but the Ancients clapped the wave and killed the game. This might be the first time I've seen a lane here.
It's pretty deep.
Pretty deep. Bottom is having a normal lane, but what the? How to play versus Undying? You don't. Choice from Aramis, having those boots. Starting out the lane so you can do stuff like this. And even the heal on Ducalis level 1. So the harassment that's going to come out to Nico, baby, it'll be offset from heal. So Nico should be able to farm nicely down here. They can pose kill threat. They can commit all their spells onto him, but Ducalis will offset any harassment. That's, my god, look at this wave.
Oh, it's kind of crazy hit.
You're also scared if you're team ball to walk near Limitless, because if he just rebukes and gets you speared to like tier 2, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, he nearly caught Bengen there.
Yeah.
Getting him very close to tower. Got a couple of, at least I hit him from the tier 2.
Don't need go baby at all with this Enchantress here. Looks like at least 2 of these lanes should be very successful for Alliance. And the third lane, they've done a good job already of like manipulating versus that Undying nicely. So Alliance, all 3 lanes looking good.
Well, it's starting deep.
VODS 7 denies, 8 denies. Excalibur.
Yeah, he's crushing it. He's just consistent every lane that he's been in. You've seen here in this qualifiers.
Knives will definitely add up. He's going to hit 6 at a pretty decent margin before Excalibur is. So they could easily make a rotation onto the... And yeah, they can't touch Nico, baby. He brings even more regen. And at this point now, let's see if they're ever able to slow him down much. Top again.
Lanes have been all over the place here.
And it benefits Limitless massively. Don't have to deal with K's and Pings. And I mean, WEU is just straight bullying. He's playing on the high ground of Excalibur. Oh, this is brutal. He's like almost zoning him from XP in some of these creeps. This man needs help. Aramis being chased by Gork in the meantime in the jungle up north. Aramis running. He's caught. First blood.
First blood for Gorg.
So you're not going to play the lane versus the Undying. Eventually, you know, Gork, he gets early boots and he'll be able to chase you down. Nicely done. And yeah, as we saw, of course, on the camera, WEU during that entirety of it, just straight bullying Excalibur. He's not even going for the water runes. He's literally just playing the bully.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not having a fun time here at all, Excalibur.
He glyphs the wave as well. I mean, Excalibur will be able to take away one of those water runes, but how much XP is he gonna miss?
Be able to TP over and make sure he gets both.
Oh, very, very fancy.
Dire's
Recovers
courier
himself a
just
tiny
went belly up.
DP will hit 6 though. Off this next wave likely, and might be able to just commit onto the Visage.
For sure, yeah. If he's able to make that sort of aggressive move under the tower like he just did there.
Yeah.
If the ghosts are out, then the Visage is dead.
He doesn't have boots though. Of course, you know, you do get the passive movement and the active movement when you pop Exorcism, but Visage does have boots and grip. Let's see, WEU thinks about it. But I mean, either way, he's literally not letting this Visage get anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he's happy with the state of the lane as it is.
Yeah.
Just zoning Excalibur that far back each time.
And now that power rune, maybe even with a rotation, could be an easy indicator of a kill.
See what we get. Alliance, you're going to look to hold both.
Oh, and it's a DD for WEU. Full Falcon Blade, I believe, coming out too.
Radiant's courier has been
And
killed.
Catapult's here. Say Team Bald. How are they going to react? Visage, not 6.
I don't think he can. I mean, what sort of a defense can they form?
Gotta be careful of the cookie on the creep too. See Aramis here in the side. This Enchantress creep walking up. They even take the range creep. Okay, WEU. Try to go on him there. So in a nice defensive position.
Step forward to look to take it down. And
Oh, and
will.
Bacon.
I'll get the kill on Bang, and they'll also get the cookie over on top of Excalibur. Excalibur just gets destroyed by WEU. Double kill for WEU in the mid, and now the pressure onto the tower comes as well. 6 minutes in. Alliance just completely crushing this mid lane. WEU smashing the matchup. Now bringing in the extra supports for this push. Close to being a 7-minute tier 1 tower going down in the mid.
Oh boy, a free farm PL as well, with the Death Prophet being able to set pace like this. And they do not really have PL counters, as we said. You know, this PL pick was pretty perfect. The only thing that the Ursa can do is really build Battle Fury for him or something, but this is devastating, really.
This is my shot.
No pressure onto Nico, baby. He's going to be able to free farm.
And same for Gorg. Now, Gorg is getting free farm top.
He has a harder matchup in the game, though. He has a lot of different things that can trip him up this game. PL, once he gets on, like, it's just going to be absolute freedom. WEU's just going to be able to dictate pace. He's going to be able to go wherever he wants since mid tower's dead. Nice grab, Pablo.
Arena come out.
Where are you going?
Wow, Limitless to escape. Chase of Gorg. Down to the bottom lane. WEU's coming in with a rotation. So get on top of Zip Zapper. Zip Zapper will try and run, hold them back with the shards, but he cannot escape. Chase of WEU. Killing spree. 8 minutes in. WEU just already starting to take over the game.
Yeah, I had a feeling that he was going to really, like we said, he's been doing excellent kind of all the games, but this one it felt like he's definitely going to just power up. It's their, you know, it's their lives on the line. He so far is absolutely crushing it. He almost has double the net worth of it. And yeah, no mid tower, so now he's just going to run between the lanes, look for these kills, set up, wait for Exorcism so he can pressure towers as well too when he goes for those rotations. And Nico Baby just goes jungle. So Team Bald, they have their work cut out for him. I don't know how they're going to pressure this PL. They don't have good ways to hit towers now either because of how shut down Excalibur is.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see how well Gorg's able to play the matchup.
Yep.
You know, it was, they saw the PL, this is the way he wanted to do it. See if he can find sort of the opportunity to be able to stand tall against him.
Bounty?
Battle Fury, it's going to come out in good time. Outside of that, what sort of timings will match up with that of the PLs?
Yeah. Let's see if they can actually slow down Nico Baby. They have to somehow. Because if he's just able to keep farming like this, he's going to pull away.
They're going
Lots
for
of
him.
TPs.
Need some friends.
To find him. Well, the TP's coming in as well. They'll get on top of him and they will manage to kill him off. Turn towards Aramis. They've actually managed to clean up the two of them underneath this tier 1 tower.
WEU's here though.
TP out. See what sort of a cleanup WEU can get. I mean, Bengen's managed to escape. They'll leave Zip Zapper. And all things said and done, Team Bolt, they won't be too upset with that one. They dive in and they get what they came for. They kill WEU plus one. Nico baby plus one.
Yeah, pretty good. They can't get it into a tower or anything like that, but they do force exorcism. Okay, not bad all things considered. Gork got zoned away from WEU as well, so he actually prioritized going for the Earth rather than the other two at the start of that fight. Oh, nice deny. Delver. Arcane Rune. And that's okay. So things are slightly stabilized, but not nearly enough. Excalibur is so far behind still.
Yeah, we are still taking over.
And his recovery outlet, it's terrifying. Like, him farming in this game as a Visage when he's playing into this counter matchup of PL, it's just going to be very difficult. They're swinging around for him too. They have this deep vision on top of him. Excalibur, uh-oh.
None of this has the arena at the ready. Cookie in to set things up. The TPs are coming over. But looking like there's very little that can be done to try and save Excalibur. Oh, wait. Actually, with this, okay.
Actually survived.
Actually
Pablo.
lives.
Pablo to save the day.
I mean, that's
perfect.
That's massive. At the same time, it seems to be put on the bottom lane. Yeah, Excalibur getting to breathe a sigh of relief there, getting out from what looked like imminent death.
Get some time to continue farming, and yeah, Mars ult on cooldown. Big hit. Pablo also now finding his level 6. He's going for scaling, as Pablo tends to do. Javelin is queued up already. So I guess he's also like, hey, I'm gonna try to be the solution for PL a bit too.
That can work out with the acorn shot on the Maelstrom.
Can they ever find WEU? They can get a kill on him.
Trying to set up.
Now.
Zip Zapper. Gonna be in a bit of trouble here. We'll get the punch off, but he will go down.
So it's a very hard overcommitment on this level. I mean, happens a lot when you see these Tusks, but it's an offlane Tusk, so that kill does hurt quite a bit. Bengen.
Dead as well, Limitless. Waiting for him on the high ground. Another kill for WEU. Mega kill streak.
All right, Gork's got the Battle Fury. Get that farm pumping. I really think that he has one of the harder games ahead of him. He has to super carry this one. I think his Tusk is already starting to fall quite far behind, and we already know what has happened to poor Excalibur. They're out for him this game.
It does feel like it's going to be Gorg against the world.
Yep, it really does. PL, the diffusal's done. WEU, it feels like Exorcism's always up every time he's on the map. They're looking to go. Well, Bengen, he just came back.
And as soon as he was back in, he's dead again. Ghosts are out. Alliance to ready to look for another tower.
They need Tombstone to be able to fight around these towers, so they're just going to ditch it immediately. Alliance crushing the early game. WEU in particular just kind of by himself, if I'm honest. 5-0 and 2, 7 kills on the board. It's part of everything.
Now Limitless in the mid. Looking for more. Get the arena down. Immediate snowball response there from Zip Zapper, but Alliance, they'll look to continue to chase. They don't quite get the range for the cookie though. Won't close the gap. Won't catch the stun.
Been interesting. Pulled them out of the arena and everything, but wasn't able to get on top.
It's no small thing to be favored by the gods.
Zip Zapper. Seriously close there to Alliance. Alliance, they'll hit the smoke.
Just keep playing aggro. I saw the Ursa on the ward. They should be able to maybe if they can get the stun.
They certainly can. Stun into silence, into spear, not a chance for Gorg.
Yeah, I feel like that first game from Alliance just looked so weird after now we're seeing the way they played these last two. Like, it just looks completely different. They're actually like very active around the map, looking to play with pressure, always looking to set up kills with Limitless.
You can go for it here.
Trapped.
Go for the TP out, but they're able to stop it.
Terrifying place to get stuck in. The snipe, it'll be there to slow him down, but during all this though, Nico baby, just chilling, farming, free farming.
He really is.
He's gonna soon likely take over that top spot from WEU if he's able to continue like this. And it's not easy for Team Ball to hunt him. And oh, Gork, the ward that killed him before. Will it get him again?
Spot. He's got to run.
Fool me once.
He knew, yeah, he wasn't going to get caught there again.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Turning a little bit of, attempting to turn into a bit of a tower push. This happens when your Visage is so far behind and he's the big tower pusher. Can't actually get much of anything onto this one. WEU just shows back up. Are they gonna try for this? Artemis is here.
Setup. Simply got enough burst to get through, and TPs are coming in. I don't think they're going to be able to quite nuke through the DP as they would have hoped for there, Team Bold. Not quite enough damage to make that sort of move at the moment.
He's so ahead. That's the problem. It's 1,600 health on
And
this
now
death
Limitless
prophet.
managed to catch the two of them in the arena. Like the rest of Alliance was quite in position to immediately help out. They'll move over now, but Limitless dies. He's been caught by the bushwhack.
Oh my. I mean, what the?
So that was a bit of an awkward go. I mean, Limitless gets the two of them in the arena. Alliance, I guess they just hadn't quite moved up the lane, or was he just too far? Were they just not able to get there anyway?
Hey, they were way too far. Tombstone's down. His team doesn't even want to commit into that fight there. Okay, quite a bit of a big blunder. I'm not going to compliment teams anymore. My goodness, I literally just a word like this is the good Alliance, and boom, like things.
Yeah,
just
back to sort of game one Alliance, yeah.
I mean, that's a big blunder. Now Earth's the top spot.
He's got the blink. He's ready to maybe get involved, Gorg.
I mean, look at his inventory. It's beautiful. It's a Gork inventory if I've ever seen one.
Oh, they'll find another.
Okay. Lions. They still have the PL free farming.
They do. They do.
Definitely don't want to trip up a little bit too much more on WEU.
Yeah, if there's sort of another fight where WEU goes down and Excalibur survives through that difference between the two mids, it will slowly get close.
Absolutely. And he is itemizing on Excalibur to deal with PL, is what it looks like. He's actually got Shiva's queued up. So that looks like that's going to be the only thing that they need to truly fully itemize for. So I'm wondering to see what item pickups we do see. Sometimes we've seen Crimsons and stuff like that on the supports or on the offlaners. This time around doesn't look like Husk's going for it. He's just...
So Alliance want to go for the plays here. Limitless has got his blink dagger now, so at the same time, of course, has to be aware that to have the backup if he wants to commit for the deep arenas.
Don't blink too far. Have to watch out for Tombstone. Bengen's in the area.
Bengen.
They get the stun.
Caught
Nice.
by the spear. Can we get anything else? Of course, going to try and help us. Not top of WEU. WEU's in trouble. WEU is dead. As Bengal will live, Aramis is trying to take out the tombstone. He's not even going to get that. He also dies.
They couldn't burst him. He actually somehow is able
And
to tank
they're going to go to Roche. Straight to Roche here.
My God, Owen.
What's happening?
It's happening. They couldn't finish off the Undying. They didn't have the backup. The Eco Baby probably watching from a distance like, guys, it's a good PL game. Can you chill out? Like, I just need to be able to farm.
I mean, you don't imagine so, yeah. I mean, very much the dynamic of game one was, you know, Nico Baby hitting the creeps, but things going downhill elsewhere, and then, you know, couldn't carry that.
Yeah, that was a Shadow Fiend. So
That was.
a lot harder of a hero to carry on.
But then again, it's not like PL is sort of the top carry hero that you see in every game. It's not easy.
Definitely. Limitless, I mean, they're all just getting picked off now at this point.
What is going on? Oh my goodness, Excalibur now dominating. He's closing the gap. He's only 1k now behind WEU after WEU had such an insane start to the game. It's going downhill.
It feels like they've been, every single time they've used Mars Arena, it's gone against them almost.
Middle tower has fallen.
Team Bald now getting some big snowball pressure. Now they're going to get some aggressive wards. Gork just had finished Blink, has treads another 1,800 gold.
And it's sort of, his involvement's been fantastic. You know, gets this Blink dagger and he's getting on top of them.
Boy. And now, yeah, so looking at it, the last like few kills, especially like WEU, he was actually quite close to BKB before he had the initial death. Now he just finishes it. What? Is it about 5 minutes later, more than that, just to finish off a couple hundred gold?
I mean, what's Gorg going to go for next? Does he need to BKB himself this game? Let's get the
Probably.
Basher.
Honestly,
Can you
might be
afford to get the Basher first?
BKB is just probably too valuable, but I mean, maybe he could just, because if Nico Baby's greeting it.
Yeah, because what Nico Baby's going with Yasha straight into the heart.
Uh-huh. We'll need it eventually, but let's see what he opts for next.
Good find Pablo here. Good catch from Aramis, sets up for Nico Baby to clean up a kill.
Ooh, a big one too. A large bounty for Nico Baby.
That put him in a pretty safe spot to get that Reaver picked up and get this heart completed.
And Gork has bought the component.
Okay.
Probably needs it.
Plays it sensible, plays it
Yeah.
smart.
Into all these annoying silences, stuns, etc. Build a mana burn. Looking to set up here for another potential play. We're still not 12. They actually give him the tome. I like that. He did get killed twice back to back, so he has gotten a bit behind after having that amazing. Yeah, they want to make sure he's got.
Team Bald, still 2 minutes with the Aegis. Gorg. To make a smoke play. See who they can catch. Their eyes around this mid.
Not BKB though. Get the initial stun. So Baby's about to have heart done also. Bengen's walking in deep. Oh, they'll see him. They probably know that there's going to be high ground vision
Yeah,
too.
they'll know.
Walking back over to deward it. They're going to likely try to go for a kill.
Should get it in. Trapped in the shards. Really many options for Dakalis to run away from this. Take down Enchantress.
But he got the ward. He got the kill.
Gorg. The Aegis expires before, so we'll have completed BKB.
They're setting up on mid. They know Gork's not here.
Alice will be able to get the setup onto Excalibur. Form is there though. Bit of time for Excalibur, but still with the Fourtham surrounding him. Spear over to the tree. Heal comes out from Bengen. Excalibur still attempting to retreat, and he's getting away with it. He's going to find a haste route as well.
He's
He
still
actually
alive.
gets out alive. I mean, we're seeing this multiple times. Oh, going with the pushback.
Oh my god, no way.
With the stuns with the familiars. He's able to get the doppelganger off the top, but he's solo. Maybe trying to run, but he's going to get taken out. The hit on the We Are as well. Both big cores are dead on Alliance. Team Bold, they're absolutely doing it.
Oh my god, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. The WEU doesn't get BKB off. Like Nico Baby just had finished hard, but they're just getting caught by
How
every
good do you have the BKB?
Oh my goodness. They'll have glyph, but disaster after disaster after disaster. And honestly, every time that they've used Arena, it's gone against them.
It certainly has proved to be a bit of a bad omen. Yeah, each and every time.
I mean, he just is able to just walk away because of the drums and everything. That's remarkable.
That's insane. They just can't kill Excalibur now at this point. Just somehow, some way, he gets away. He gets out every time. And it costs them heavily. They lose Nico Baby, they lose Weehaw.
They have a Gleipnir on Pablo now, Owen. He actually has damage and he has control potentially for these PL. This is unreal. Team Bald. Even after they had this horribly tough start for Excalibur, things are being recovered. 5-1 and 6 on him now.
They're pulling together, and it's looking solid.
It's
4K
looking pretty
lead.
good.
Pushing down the bottom lane up to the tier 2. That was sort of the first fight as well where we saw Nico Baby take part, and it did not go great.
And Pablo's going to be able to do a lot versus him. He takes the Acorn shot bounces at 15 too. Lines.
With the smoke. They get the jump. You know? Two of them. Zip able to turn with the BKB. Bushwhack will hold down the Mars for now. Gork, he's in on top of Limitless. Limitless goes down. We are with the BKB and the Exorcism pop. We'll look to maybe continue to push on into the fight. Take down the Tombstone. The moves now from Team Bold. 4 versus 4. King of turning. Zappa. Probably going to get left behind here unless Team Bold can find a way to reinitiate Gork. He's looking for his target. He wants to get Weehaw. He's going to try and burst through Weehaw, and they're able to do so. They get trouble. We are the best of the total. Nico Baby. Nico Baby's been caught with the bushwhack. Nico Baby, he's dead as well.
Oh,
Again.
He's dying in one stun.
Team Bold. They're doing it. They're absolutely doing it. They won't get to Carlos. They won't do that. But everything else they're doing.
They're making
18 to 10, 5k lead, a second team fight where Alliance just lose Nico Baby and we are at the front of it.
They're making it look like it's not a good PL game, right? Like this PL, this last pick, and what it looks like, versus Undying, Visage, etc. On paper, it can be, but he's getting caught by these bushwhacks over and over again, and they just full control him down. This is so impressive, really. The way that they're resetting away from fights, they're all playing off each other nicely. I also, I didn't see if the, okay, Sentry was placed down, but Tombstone got placed. Like, Team Bald, even though they got initiated off, they got most of their spells off to be able to reset and run away. 8k lead. I mean, this Ursa is tremendous. Now Gork
Dude,
has
Gork
a basher.
He's smashing it. It really is.
And Weeha's almost going to be overtaken by Pablo.
Yep, it's going to happen. It's actually going to happen.
Holy moly. Alliance, they have to get things together in these next few moments. This is their TI chances on the line here.
Loss here would be the end of the road.
Well, they're just limitless here. Limitless. Oh.
And burst through to Carlos.
They're gonna check the Roche though. It's a pretty long spawn. They don't get lucky.
Minutes.
But anyone they see, the ruthless aggression, they have the damage for pretty much anybody, as we're seeing if they do get these bushwhacks connection. Pablo is done perfectly. He also has Boomerang now, so even more potential burst coming out from him and his allies, and enhancing that spell damage from everyone.
Nico Baby's able to work towards his next time. He's got the shard coming out. He's going to continue to build full aggressive. You know, won't have any sort of dispel or protection. No Manta, no BKB in this build. SMY into the Basher, is what he wants to hope for next.
He's got to start, I mean, attempting to cause some havoc and building up an army of illusions. I feel like in most of the fights, there's no illusion army really either. Either they're just killed very quickly, or he just doesn't have them. Actually just gets initiated. Okay, they've spent their gold.
Are Radiant using echolocation?
Probably expecting this Roche to be dying, but it actually has not spawned yet.
You guys in first.
Who gets the jump?
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Let's see if they get the jump, and let's see if they can protect each other and save each other also, because right, we have Excalibur with Gravekeeper's Cloak to defend himself. We have Snowball to protect for anyone else who potentially gets spears. There's Glimmer as well and Undying, so a couple different things that Team Ball do have at least to bail them out if they do get speared up.
Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very scared about looking to make that move. Bold, going to take this tier 2 whilst Alliance
Dire's middle tower.
way over Team Bold's side of the map.
Radiant's top tower. Just
Weeha, after this incredible game, he has Aeon Disc, so he's really feeling all that pressure that burst.
Smoke from Team Bold. They'll take the tower. They're ready to get back over towards this Roche area. They know that Alliance is going to be hanging around here.
They got big pickups too. A lens now also for Pablo. Gork, he has a Mindbreaker. This is an item that can trip up players, trip up anyone constantly.
Radiant's top tower.
Familiar's coming in.
Good Zephyr.
Try and catch them in the shards. We'll be able to get a few. We've seen Limitless jump into the arena. He's managed to catch the 3 of them, but immediately just gets focused down. Goes ready to look towards the next target. Tries towards Nico Baby. Nico Baby doppelgangers down to the low ground. Looks to chase out Pablo. He's the Weeha's kind of left on his own up top, and he's trapped by the shards. The Eon Disc will prop. Buys him a bit of safety, but it comes to an end. The bushwhack controls there. Weeha dead once again.
2 buybacks. They're ensuring that they can get this Roshan on Team Bulb. And Nico Baby spending most of that fight running too. He's actually unable to really contribute. He's always at fear of this big damage that's coming out from Pablo and Gork. And yeah, they'll ensure that Roche because of those buybacks. A good initiation this time from Limitless, but right around that outpost.
So Team Bold do with this. The Aegis and Char, but of course, as you said, a couple of buybacks used in that last move.
Yeah, Nico, baby. Yeah, it was what you were saying, you know, this PL game that looks good, the hero pick overall on paper, but yeah, I'm really just seeing him running. Even though he's so tanky in these fights, it's not looking like it.
Yeah, sort of between Gorg and Pablo, these two can control and clear out those illusions very quickly.
Yeah, and all this is pre-Shivas too, right? Excalibur, he did go for Shard, he did go for like Boots of the Bearing and stuff for his allies rather than prioritizing Shiva. When that happens, there'll be even less potential for this PL probably to dish out. Continuing to feed the tomes to Weehaw too. That's another one that they give to.
Oh, trailing behind there on the XP.
Klaus is showing mid. It's just to grab a creep for a moment. Gork is at the ready to kill almost anybody.
They're ready to jump.
He's got the Fury prepped. He's on the Limitless.
He's on the Limitless. Limitless pops the BKB, but the bashes are coming out. Gorg continues to come in with the ultimate. Limitless will get pushed out to the side with a cookie, but the shards blinks up in time. Limitless will manage to get away there from the attempted catch of Team Bold. It would just be Takalis going down.
Very nice cookie to bail him out of there. Gork now, though, has Abyssal Blade, so next time on that jump, he will be able to have that finish up onto the Mars. Oh, and I guess I didn't see if our odds pointed out, sorry, but they did get the gem from Ducalis there, too. So, pretty big kill, even though it's just an Enchantress. They'll be able to control all the vision around this area, too. And keep sweeping the map and keep getting this farm going. Oh, look at this. Pablo is the second net worth on his team now.
He came in to carry Pablo. He loves it. Getting these items. Yeah, got the Scardy queued up next.
I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah. Oh, it's working out. You know, and that's the thing, honestly. At this stage, you know, who's going to do more about the PL? Out of sort of him and like Excalibur. It's going to be him. It's going to be indeed the acorn shots from Pablo.
Yeah,
Getting this man some farm, it's going to work out nicely.
It's likely that it is something that they did talk about. That's why he is playing so farm heavy. 170 last hits on him.
Yeah. Indeed, give the hoodwink the farm here.
Yep. Excalibur, you take a step back. You're more of a utility visage with your Boots of the Bearing Shivas. You have control with your birds. Pablo. Carry from the mid.
Haste.
12k lead now. Team Bold here, 32 minutes in.
4 cores. The rewards here, Alliance. They got to bail out of here. Gork, he's hasted.
He's going straight at them. And he's in. BKB's out, but what does it matter? Limitless. Taunter shreds there by Gorg. They'll find another.
Boy. Alliance struggling to see ways back into any of these team fights versus this tremendous Ursa, with this death profit just being so far behind now at this point after all these deaths. Now Nico's got his work cut out for him. And he has not been able to do much of anything versus this lineup. Now the Shiva's done for Excalibur, AC on Tusk, and they have this Pablo Hoodwink who is fully itemizing for PL.
Just haven't seen a fight where Nico Baby's been able to have much impact despite the farm. And it's hard to see if that fight's going to still be around the corner because of indeed how much is adding up from Team Bold.
Yeah, the itemization is really just perfect from them at this point. Fully counteracting the PL after they've addressed the Mars and the Death Prophet pretty much completely in the mid game. Full map control. They're actually trapping Alliance in the base now at this point.
Seconds until the Aegis. fires on Gorg, so maybe something that Alliance have in mind in terms of when they want to time some sort of a attempt to make a play. Go, smoke up.
Have to.
They find-
I mean, you gotta catch. I feel like you gotta catch Gorg.
I think
before
so.
he
You know,
gets in
Gorg's
range and
just getting the
everything.
opportunity to just sit back and blink in on whoever he wants.
Yeah,
and
I
just
really,
completely destroy them.
I mean, like, there's a lot of other problems still in the fights, but he is just, he's literally ripping everyone to shreds. Blitz has shown himself. How long on those buybacks? 1 minute and 50 left on the undying end of this. So maybe they could have also perhaps tried for Excalibur. It's a tough grab. But unable to find anybody. Bald. Now they've even got the -4 armor corruption for Pablo. More damage he can dish out. Can't believe how high level he is. It's like, I mean, the farm one thing, but the levels too. It's level 20 on the Hoodwink. Remarkable.
Nature attend us.
They're looking for the fight, Team Bold. Great for Alliance over the smoke. They get the jump, they get the punch up onto Nico Baby. Nico Baby able to get the doppelganger off in time. Limitless turns with the arena, but BKB in the ults out for Gorg. He's in on top of Limitless. Limitless falls. He goes down. Now Gorg making his way over towards the PL. Wants to try and get his hands on Nico Baby. Starts to stack up the spikes, but the doppelganger's there at the side, but still Gorg stays on top, and they attempt to force Nico Baby out to the side. The Zip down was in with the punch up. Nico Baby in trouble as he's surrounded by Team Bolt. They get the big stun off here. Alliance Aramis still able to walk this away. They're getting low Team Bolt, but they group up in the snowball as the save comes in. Still Gorg falling low, tries to stay alive, but it's Pablo with the cleanup so far. Triple kill from him. Maybe ready to look for more blinks back away from the range of the Mortimer's Kisses. Zip Zapper does get chased out by Nico Baby. Alliance, they'll be able to push them back, but it's a triple buyback from Alliance in that attempt to do so.
It's so expensive, and I'm just seeing Nico Baby having no hope in these fights. He goes to like hit the tombstone for a second, and then Ursa jumps him with the Earth Shock, and it applies the Fury swipes because of this talent and stuff like that. So they immediately know, they know which one this like real PL is, and so I don't know. It's so easy for them to find Nico Baby. It feels like every time, as Gork crushes right through all of them.
And that's a huge window now.
Yeah, and that was what, a 3-man cookie, I think, that kind of saved the day a little.
There was a
for
big
Alliance.
stun. And Zipzap were nearly able to turn. It was sort of the save with the snowball.
Yeah.
But as it was, they were a little too low. So still having casualties in that fight. But, you know, Team Bold, but still overall, Alliance falling further behind.
He just always knows. He literally just always knows which one the real. He gets one hit on him. He's like, okay, this is it. And then he doppels. The Fury swipes are still on him. He jumps and has 2 more stacks. A good spear is coming up here from Limitless. It was really nice actually catching multiple heroes. And then I think we see the cookie follow up. But I'm watching Pablo on the sideline having a field
Yeah, he's
day.
just taking them apart.
Yeah, he's just
one
like,
by
oh,
one.
okay.
Walks away from this fight with a triple kill under his belt.
Yeah, he pretty much is going to have the Scotty finished, I think, after that. So a hell of a lot stronger for the next fight for him to slow down everybody and to prevent a lot of that healing. And yeah, Alliance had to expend crazy buyback.
Yeah, 3 buybacks, and the big one being that of Nico Baby.
And they don't even really win the fight. They just kind of trade.
Back in, ready to play on. Very, very scary. 7 minutes of play now for Alliance. They lose Nico Baby in this next 7 minutes. That may be that.
See if they can find anything while Gork is dead, though. You have a little bit of a window here for 30 seconds. Not easy to find anything. Dream would be finding something like Pablo. Very careful. 7-1 and 12. Excellent series really by him. Marcy. Him being like a carry Marcy, and now him being like a carry Hoodwink.
Yeah, Pablo's deadly. We're sort of seeing this consistency from him throughout all of Team Bold's performances. Leagues. I always expect Pablo to have these games where he just pops off.
As a Greedy 4 myself, I love watching Greedy 4. It's making it work.
They time this hit right, Team Bold. This next jump could secure them the win. It's that rough of a spot for Alliance with their buybacks unavailable.
And Gork, with this ninja gear, he's constantly able to set up on whoever he wants in the fights too. He always has this double Fury swept prepped. Or double overpower prepped. He just hit.
He's gonna go in. And that's the gem. A quick pick there from Gorg.
This, I mean, the Ninja Gear is really doing so much work for him. It's under this. Let's just sneak in.
Roshan will be the slightly longer respawn. All to the favor of Team Bold there.
Either way, though, those buybacks won't be available in time for that. Regardless, he has to pop BKB because it's not a support hoodwink anymore. It's a core hoodwink that will just maybe kill him.
And hoodwink the full Scardy. Got the money.
Doesn't opt to pick it up just yet. Yeah, lingering around that Roche pit area, curing the vision with the gem, with the 2 gems that they have, of course, now from Ducalis.
Now they got both. 24 on Gorg.
Keeping these 2 lanes shoved in as well, checking that Roche. One of the longer spawns, as you said, until 80 seconds.
Enter edge for Gorg as well if he wants. Obviously, he might like the Ninja Gear still over that with the moves he's been able to make. That active. Enter edge is always going to be appealing.
Might swap.
Maybe Zip Zapper.
Might swap between the two. But I think he might also just like, it's not even just the smoke effect from Ninja Gear, but it's everything against speed, agility as well. It's, it's a nice tanky item. Lets you stick on targets a lot easier. That being said, so does Ben. Alliance trapped in the base. Well, they just keep, yeah, they're just waiting.
Buybacks, I mean, can Alliance afford to try and take the Roche fight?
Not going to be an easy one without the buybacks, as we saw last fight. They don't. Yeah. They do not have enough damage or control really for everybody on this side of Bald. Because as we said, there's 4 cores that they have to deal with. Pablo also now he's carrying Witchbane. So decent more damage, of course, from Acorns, but could see potential like dispels onto Aeon discs or something like that if he's very clutch. Waiting for Roche. You know it's gonna spawn any second now. Push the longest spawn possible. Pressure shard. And it's dead too fast.
You want to hand that over to Gorg for a couple of rounds of BKBs and ults?
So give Pablo something. Give it my support. Give him the cheese. Okay, we'll take it. The shiny green thing though.
Hello?
Did they forget it was the 3rd one? But they got the cheese, so they couldn't have. Team?
Well, you know.
They're streamers for a reason. I got them.
Damn.
Just kidding. Everyone leaves. Everyone always ends up leaving something in the pit.
Yeah, that's true. If they were streaming, they'd have the chat going, well, check that pit, refresh it, shard.
Exactly.
I see. That's what Gorg needs right now. He needs his chat.
Give him your energy, chat.
Come on.
He doesn't really need it this game.
Channel it, yeah.
Honest with you,
Tell him. Use your psychic powers. That there's a refresher shot in the pit. Just to know.
Well, that's going to be left probably this game because
probably, yeah.
Team Bolt, they're probably looking to take this fight pretty soon. Limitless.
Oh. Uh-oh. He's gone. And he does not have buyback.
Not.
Two minutes still on his.
Yeah, Team Bolt, they have a 2-minute window where they can go for this aggression now because they know those buybacks aren't available if they do get one of those kills on the big cores. Hex also on Excalibur.
Yeah, Team Bolt as well. They didn't want to make it too easy. No, they don't want to take the refresher shot. The baby Scardy gone and out of the game.
Oh, God.
They need everything they can get, Alliance.
But they really do.
And now they're not going to get that next bit of progression on the PL for quite a few minutes with that courier snipe.
Excalibur panicking a little bit, looks like there. See a DD top if they'd like top to get it. Gork has also, we've hit 25 on the Mr. Gork.
It's huge.
18 potential swipes coming out or more. Nobody's gonna live.
And there we go.
Oh, the next PL counter, another one.
There we go, Zip Zapper. He's ready to bring the burn.
I mean, it's everything but Crimson Guard early at this point for the PL that they've got. The Shiva's, the AC, the Radiance, and the Mjolnir. Or, sorry, not the Mjolnir, Gleipnir for Pablo. I guess, yeah, they're missing a Mjolnir and a Crimson Guard, so. But pretty much everything else is ticked.
They can definitely feel here, Team Bod, how close they are to victory.
Gork just continuously popping his ninja gear, waiting for someone to show. The DD. He runs out now.
Yeah, he might be ready to dive. He's going to go straight for Weehar. Also has the Eon disc.
I'm watching Pablo. I think he did attempt to go for like a Blink-In, Gleipnir, and Witchbane Dispel, but wasn't able to get the range on it. So it is one way that they can still always burst down Weehar. Who they giving the next tome to? All right, they're giving it to Nico, baby. I was like, the supports ain't taking the tomes in Alliance.
Oh, he's ready to go in again. Oh,
Zip Zapper?
he wants to go as well. The aggression here from Team Bold.
Defend us.
Throwing bodies at Alliance. Just instilling fear into Alliance, and these heroes just jumping at them in their base.
They can back it up though, at least in the meantime, for that BKB to come back. They're gonna play it safe. They know how far ahead they are. But Gork's not. Gork is still the one ready for something to go in their face.
He's still got a minute and a half on that Aegis, and you can bet that he's gonna want to use that.
Yeah, he's like, Bengen, just keep staying near me so you can keep replenishing my mana so I can keep spamming overpower so I can double overpower somebody.
Anybody shows, he's in on them.
And Excalibur now pushing in bottom wave, so they're gonna have all 3 waves shoved in.
Gonna have to show.
No Aeon disc. Can just get exploded.
Well, how long is it? Yeah, still a minute.
Uh-huh.
Gork's gonna try and go for him. He's in, he gets the ult off in time. They will be able to separate Weehar from the rest of them. Get him back to safety. Gork turns his attention towards Limitless instead and takes him down with no struggle at all. Limitless does have buyback available. The arena down. And Gork is in again. He's in again, he's in deep. He's in deep under the tier 4s. He's bringing Weehar down so low. Weehar will be able to be saved in time. But the snowball in, Zip Zapper goes and he's able to finish the job off. Zip Zapper up towards the fountain, kills off Weehar. He will die for it. But that's 2 more buybacks from Alliance that are being used. Weehar's and Limitless's. They'll back off and they'll say, nice one, Zip Zapper. That, yeah, 100% worth there.
Yeah,
diving in to finish off the kill on Weehar.
That's where you give a high five to your teammate and you go baited. Baited those buybacks. Now Weehar, if he steps outside, gets killed again, the game's just over.
31k lead here for Team. Team Boss, they're still good to go.
Limitless showed himself.
Just gotta be careful.
I can't believe they stepped out on Limitless like that and speared the wave.
It's not even my birthday.
31k gold. All right, how much gold do we have on these heroes now, since they did get quite a bit there from Team Bald? Full Daedalus from Pablo.
Pablo's nearly got
near
Daedalus.
25, so we're gonna have the double acorn shot charges.
Oh boy.
Full Greaves for Undying. This is pretty much BK. I have a full set of items pretty much for everybody. As if it wasn't hard enough for Alliance. There we go. I mean, Pablo's just, this is the, look at them, they're contesting each other's farm. There's no camp there, sorry. He might actually surpass Nico Baby's net worth also on Pablo.
I don't think there's any might about it. I think he's going to.
He's definitely going to. Gork, he's hungry. Ninja geared up again. Look at how far back Weeha's playing. Everyone else is in front of him. He's playing all the way far left side.
So ready to go. Team Bold, any chance that Alliance give them.
No, they seem to know they're up there too because they saw where the illusions came from. So looks like they're gonna just hit bottom to force them back. Waves coming in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna die quick. Will they actually lift?
After the tower.
After the tower, and that's the glyph for the, that's like the Rax tower. They'd already lost their one of their tier 3, so they don't get another one.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Big slip up there with the glyph.
All Daedalus on Pablo.
My god.
Iron's
He has,
damage.
He's gonna. Is he gonna take? Is he gonna ask for the DD? He didn't take it. All right, he'll give Gork a DD. He's not gonna take that one away. Looks like.
Alliance might get their hands on the DD first, though.
Oh, Pablo. Maybe they're gonna head to him.
There's a jump. Pablo, still alive for now. They'll put the BKB. They'll fully focus this hoodwink, and they will kill him. Takes quite a bit, though. Arena and Exorcism. And BKBs were popped to kill Pablo.
I used everything on him, Owen. The poor, quote-unquote, four-position hoodwink. Exo, though, gonna be down. Oh, and look what he found, though. The refresher shot from her.
Oh, my goodness. Dude, if this refresher shot wins them a fight, that
could
would be insane.
Because the thing is, Team Bald's not gonna expect Exorcism maybe to be up right now.
No.
He does use it immediately.
They don't know that. Clearly, they don't know there's a refresher shot in the game.
Can't believe that.
I mean, we would probably do best to just pop it now, so they just don't even see it in his inventory.
That's, I mean, maybe. Being greedy with it. Team Bald, they're trying to just wait for the respawn.
They have a 33k lead. If this refresher shard makes a difference, then that is, you know, you can't write something crazier than that.
Thing is, though, Exorcism overall, like, the thing about Death Prophet as a hero is the team fight has to be long. These team fights are just not long. He just dies in seconds. Scan comes out. They're trying to maybe take advantage of Pablo being dead for 20 more.
Nature attend us.
Dean.
Might be able to strike here, Alliance.
Positioning, though. Zip Zapper, he knows he's on the front line ready.
Jump. The arena. See Gork, he'll jump in return. Look towards Limitless. He's going to try and chase him out. In fact, no, Gork's backing away. They feel too comfortable. Continue to commit on this. Zip Zapper will step forward. Gork now looking for his next target. So it goes to Carlos. Couple of hits. Bringing the Enchantress down low, but to Carlos out to the side doesn't matter. Soul Assumption chases him down, finishes him off. Nico Baby pushes in, but he's got caught by the stun, punched up by Zip Zapper. Nico Baby gets incredibly low. Once the doppelganger, but Gork's able to find him. Nico Baby out of the game. DeCarlos will die. As they're not done, the chase continues. Another kill for Gork.
And Roche spawns, and they didn't even use the refresher shard to pop Exorcism. They'll get to it.
All right. Well, one team doesn't want to pick it up, one team doesn't want to press it.
Are they gonna leave this one too?
No.
No, they're not. Oh my god, looked like it for a second.
Do it for the memes. Just leave it in there as well.
Just leave it in there.
Yeah.
But the positioning there, Team Bald, they expected this. Like, Zip Zapper, you saw he was on the north side, and they actually had everyone else south side, even Excalibur, like, far bottom right, out of the way of it. They knew he was going to get initiated on. Gork was instant with his blink initiation.
Here we go. Down the mid, Team Bald. More buybacks to come out from Alliance. They spent so much money on buybacks this game, I'll tell you what. But I don't know if any amount of buybacks will recover the state of this game. They're down 50,000 gold.
Exorcism does come back up. It's with an arcane rune.
And he's got his refresher shot.
Does still have it.
He needs it again soon.
But my 50,000 gold lead.
It's probably one of the highest gold leads that we've had in this qualifiers.
Pablo's just trying to, yep, there he goes. He surpasses him. He passed the PL. Got an Octarine as well now if you'd like it.
Again. Very position. Nico Baby, no buyback.
It's felt like that.
He dies, it's game over. It
felt like that for 20 minutes.
I can only imagine that, you know, Team Bolt, they're enjoying every moment of this.
Yep.
Building the lead further and further. Rubbing all the salt possible here into the wounds of Alliance. 51,000 lead. They are having a fantastic time. Pablo, as you say, he's going to be loving this.
He actually goes the safe build too, Pablo. He doesn't get Octarine. He's like, you know what? I'm BKB. You want a Mars?
All right.
Mars on me? I'll just BKB.
I mean, it's a sensible move, Pablo.
For sure. The safest play.
Here to carry, and all carries need to be the KB. 100%. Gaben has called it.
Been 100% since 50. Yeah, around 50.
So it's been 100% for a little longer than that.
Yeah, this is very true. Five seconds on it.
Baby has picked up a late game PKB here himself. Weehaw
Oh.
front. Ghosts. I mean, Team Bold can kite that out. They've also managed to pop the E on this.
I mean, it's easy for Pablo. He just shoots 2 acorns at him.
Gaunt's in. He's in on top of it. That's Weehaw gone. Weehaw has the buyback, bites back immediately. And then focus down the racks. Alliance. Nico maybe at the front trying to push them back. Weehaw pops the BKB, tries to get on top of the Limitless. Is in with the arena. But the BKB's around. Pablo steps out to the side. Gorg turns towards Limitless. Limitless will get taken out. He can get in for more here. Buyback now from Limitless. Gorg looking for his next target. He's going to Weehaw. The Eon just comes to an end. Gorg, he's in on top of the Death Prophet, trying to sort of build the stacks up. Turn back towards him. He's getting real low, but he has Aegis. He's back for another round in a few seconds. Nico Baby continues to try and push on towards Excalibur, but the Stone Form keeps Excalibur alive. Gorg back with the second life. He's been disarmed for now. Weehaw pushed deep into the trees. Gorg trying to find him, but he's caught by the Spear of Limitless. He's trapped against the trees. Gorg needs help, and he needs it now. He's out of mana. He's trying to stand toe-to-toe against Nico Baby, and he's going to be able to do so by the looks of it. It's the backup there from Excalibur. Controlling Nico Baby. He's surrounded by the illusions, though. Zip Zapper, he's picking up a triple kill. There's only 2 left alive on Alliance. Nico Baby and Limitless, they're trying their best to fight against Team Bold, but they cannot do it. Ultra comes in the rampage for Zip Zapper to close it up. GG is called. Game over. Team Bold, they will be moving on here in the qualifiers. And Alliance, it's the end of a very, very short road for them in the qualifiers.
What a display. Everyone on Team Bold kind of having a bit of a showcase there in the end for sure. Pablo, Zip Zapper getting a rampage too. Wow.
Whew, I mean, what an ending.
What an ending, and
Yeah.